Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gina and I am the creator and owner of Cozy Cabin Creations. If you are new here, thank you so much for joining. And if you are a returning viewer, again, thank you for coming back and sticking with me. I greatly appreciate you all. Today I have some good stuff to go over with you. In our last video, I was working on breaking down the prices of my projects for my upcoming market in March. It's March 7th, I believe it will be. So it's just like 2 weeks away from now. And I am trying to get better at pricing my inventory so that I can make my business profitable and keep track of what I am bringing in versus what I am spending. So I wanted to really sit down and break down and see how much each item was, what I should be selling it for. And doing so, I really opened up my eyes to a lot of discrepancies that I was having with pricing. And I also was trying to decide what to do for an hourly wage for myself and just really going back and forth with things. I didn't add stuffing in. People in the comments were helping me out and mentioning I didn't add in a booth fee. I definitely wasn't adding in the price of the tags that I tag everything with, or like the pins that I use to put on the tags, and all the stuff that you buy for your markets and you don't realize it. It all adds up, and all those little items really do need to go into the price of your items that you're selling and into your inventory. So what I did was I made probably the best purchase for myself, which I am so happy and so glad that I did. I purchased by Cameron's Cute Creations her handmade pricing calculator. And for me, this literally has been a godsend. It's so easy to work. She has a tutorial on her YouTube. You could even go on and watch her do it before you purchase it and see if you want to buy it. It's not, buy it and then see how to use it. Like, it's right up on her YouTube on how to use this pricing calculator that she made. And it has, like I said, it's really changed the game for me. And so this round that I'm going to be showing you, I used her pricing calculator and I have the actual pricing that I will be using without second guessing myself. So it just really takes all of the pressure of, is this enough? Am I charging enough? Is it worth my time? All of those things that I was really confused about and really questioning with this $20 purchase that I made, which is nothing, that really truly helped solve all my problems. And I'm so grateful that she made this. So thank you. If you're out there, Cameron's Cute Creations, thank you, Cameron. I really appreciate it. You're helping me in my small business. So with that being said, let's get into what I made. Also, I'm wearing a microphone. I don't even know if it's working, guys. Like, let me know if this sounds any different than what it normally sounds. I might end up having to buy another one, a different one. I see people with the ones that they hold in their hands, or like, it's got like the little fuzzy around it, and I did want to invest in one of those. I don't know how I ended up with a magnet, but I did. So let's get into what I made. Okay, so the first thing that I would like to show you that I did is actually like 3 patterns out of the 4 that I did were by Alpaca Patterns. She is a new to me designer and I am in love with all of her designs and all of her projects. I just think that they are wonderful. They work up great. They're clear, and I could not recommend her enough. So if you're looking for any new patterns, or if you like any of these patterns that I'm sharing with you today, go purchase them because they are worth it. They really are. First thing I did, this was a triple set actually that you get. So you purchase it and it's a 3-in-1 pattern. So I was really happy about that. And I made 2 of the first one because one is a birthday gift for my niece. I made these 2 little axolotls. They did turn out a little different. This was the first one that I made, and I put the eyes down a little bit too low. I like the eyes up further like I put on this one. These are the 2 little axolotls. They are so cute. They're little snugglers, and their heads really aren't too floppy. So I am enjoying that with these little snugglers. And I'll give you a little show. I'll give you a little tour. So here's the first one. She's got the little antennas. And here's the back, the tail, side view. And there she is. She's so cute. Fun fact, I actually have a real life axolotl. Maybe I'll insert a clip of her here. And this is Luna. This is our axolotl. Hi, Luna. Hi, pretty girl. Hi. She needs to eat, and as soon as she eats, we feed her at night, and as soon as she eats, her gills get bright red. And she's so cute, and like she recognizes voices. It's so crazy. Luna, hi. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. So that is our axolotl. Her name is Luna, and it was my daughter's Christmas present about 4 years ago, and we still have her, and we love her. She's adorable. This is my little Luna. I call her Luna. I made 2 of them. For one, again, for my niece. They are in 2 different colors. If you can even tell, the pinks are pretty similar, but not quite. Not quite. This one is an old Joann's yarn that I wanted to use up, and it is actually, do I have it here? I don't. I'm sorry. So this is an old Joann's color. I don't even know the name of it. I'm not 100% sure. But this one I do know is Cotton Candy. This is Cotton Candy by Premier Basics Chenille Brights. So Cotton Candy, and then this is Hibiscus from them as well. And then I did the little glitter eyes. Okay, for her, the breakdown, I'm looking on my computer because you can even go into a product log where you have what you've already done. So I'm not going to break her down. What I will do is break down the one that I have on here already up. It's kind of hard to explain, but right now I only have the price for what I'm selling her for. So the axolotl, she took me 60 minutes to make, so she took me 1 hour, and my labor, I'm charging myself $12 an hour, and my profit that I will make if I sell her, which I will be selling her for $20, I will be selling her for, and my profit will be $15.33. And this includes the stuffing, the eyes, the grams of yarn. I mean, I will have to say, you do have to, for her calculator, you do have to keep track of how many grams of yarn you use. But if you're doing the same pattern multiple times, you only have to do it once, and then you have your pricing. So like I only had to do it once, and I know that both of these are going to be $20. And I actually also know that these other 2, because they basically took about the same amount of yarn and time to make, are also going to be $20. So the next one is this adorable little frog. Look at how cute. And I wanted to try the chenille yarn. So this is in Premier Basics plush. I don't know. I have an unboxing coming up. So we'll go and I'll tell you the exact name of the yarn. But I know that this is called Seaweed Green. And it's Parfait Plush. Premier Parfait Plush. That's what it is. So look how adorable this little frog is. So cute. I love it. This little frog turns out adorable. It was easy to make, not hard at all. The pattern was easy to follow once again, and I will be selling this frog for $20. My next pattern in this set of 3 that I purchased is this adorable turtle. Look at how cute. This is so cute. And for this turtle, I used Premier Basics chenille in the color Sage and the color Caramel. So that is what I did. And I also did some glitter eyes. So let's give a little 360. It's got the little turtle tail, some embroidery on the shell. Now, I will say, listen, there's a reason why all designers tell you to read through the pattern first. Read through the pattern before you start crocheting, and I have to get better at that, I will say, because I am not the best at reading through the pattern. I kind of just get into it and start crocheting, and I'm like, oh, I've done this a million times. Like, I don't need to read the pattern through. Yes, Gina, you still need to read the pattern through because I did the shell wrong. I just assumed I knew what I was doing, and there's supposed to be like a little overlap here, and I actually did not do it correctly. So it still looks adorable and I'm happy with it, and I will be selling it. But my next one that I make is definitely I'm gonna do it the correct way because it does look a lot cuter in the pictures. But this is the adorable little turtle. I just think that they turned out so cute. I love like the little nose, like there's a little nose in there, the shaping. And I do love the detail on the shell, which was super easy to do, but it just gives it a little something extra, and I think it's adorable. I really love this pattern. And I mean, you get 3, so you get all of these guys in one pattern. I can't even hold them all together. Let's see. Get with it, Gina. I still can't. All right, well, here we go. There we go. The cute axolotl, frog, and turtle. So, and I know that I will be charging $20 each for these again, like I said. So we have these guys, and we have one that I have not put it into the calculator yet. I do still have to put her into the calculator because I started her at home and then I finished her at my grandmom's and I forgot to bring my scale to weigh things. So I'm going to have to weigh my yarn still. But I wanted to get this video filmed and I forgot. So I have this adorable chicken. Oh my god. This is Cookie the chicken, again by Alpaca Patterns, and I bought, first let me show you Cookie. Let her have her glory, okay? Look at the apron. I mean, the cheeks, the little feet. Is she not the cutest? She's a chunky one too. Look at the tail feathers. Come on. She is so precious. I am so in love with her. I just think that she is so cottagecore and just different from all the other chickens that are out there. And I could not be happier with the way that she turned out. And yes, it was a little extra work because you have to do the apron and you have to do the cheeks. So there's a little bit more detailing that goes involved. You do so on the beak, but in the end, this chicken is worth the extra work. She really is. And then I could put her at a little bit of a higher price point because she did take me a little bit more time and she is a little bit more involved than, say, the frog is. So I will probably be selling her at $30 after I plug everything in. I will see what it recommends, and I will go off of that, but I kind of can already tell because I've been inputting some stuff and I can kind of tell that it will be around the $30 mark for her. And when Alpaca Patterns came out with these two patterns, I just knew that I was like, these are patterns that I have to do. I like this goose and this chicken. I mean, I cannot wait to make them again because I want them for myself and I want to give them as gifts. And these are my favorite patterns that I have made in so long. Like, I don't know, there's just something so special about them. They're just so different and cottagey and cozy. They're I can't say enough good things. I really can't. They work up really well and I'm just truly, truly in love with these. Um, I showed her, if you want to know everything about her, I showed her in my last video. Go check it out. Okay. So this chicken, this is the plushy yarn. However, this plush is, hold on, pause please, let me grab it. Okay, I'm back. So for her, the yarn I used is Demi Pearl by Loops and Threads. So this is the yarn that I used. It's a little bit thicker than, and I will show you a comparison when I do my unboxing. It's a little bit thicker than the Premier Parfait Plush. And this is in the color White Cap Gray, which really is not gray at all to me. It's a nice creamy ivory. I don't know why it has that name, but whatever. That's what they wanted to name it. Okay. But that's what she is made in. And then she is also made in, this is Poppy from Parfait Plush. And this is Mustard. Mustard. Um, the cheeks are made of cotton yarn, and it is from Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I love this cotton. Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. I'm sorry, I do not have the name of the color, but it's whatever their lightest pink is. That's what this is. And then this is also Hobby Lobby, but it is their acrylic yarn in red. And then white. White. It might be cream. Antique white. So this is antique white. And this is whatever their red is. I can't remember the name of that one. And I don't have any more left. So sorry. But any red will do. You know, just grab a red. Any red will do. Isn't she precious? And I stuck to the colors of the pattern because I just loved it. But maybe next time I might do like the blue apron like this. I might do a blue apron on her. I think that would look really cute too. So this is Cookie the Chicken by Alpaca Patterns, and I will be charging around $30 for her at my next market. Okay, so now I can go over with you because I have everything inputted in here, and it is broken down because I used the calculator right before I started filming because this was the last thing that I made. And this is the Maisie Duck by Oak and Marlowe. How cute. Maisie Duck. She's very, very popular. I can't wait to make more of her. She is a nice quick make. I think it took me 45 minutes to make her. Um, and I used this is Burnett blanket sparkle. See how she sparkles? And then the orange is, I think it might be discontinued. I'm not 100% sure, but I think it's the Burnett blanket bright orange. It definitely is not a Premier Basics one. It's a Burnett one. So, and then the eyes. But she's so cute. And she's very popular. I can't believe this is my first time making this Maisie duck. I really can't, because she was really easy and quick, and just she turns out adorable. Look at how cute. I mean, there is a little eye shaping that you do with her, but I really think that's what brings it all together and makes the pattern. And that's probably why she's so popular, because she's just an adorable little ducky. So now my breakdown for her. Okay, let's do this. So Bernat blanket, it costs $12.99, and it's 300 grams total. And I used 62 grams of that. So it came to $2.68. So I used $2.68 of Bernat blanket yarn. And then the eyes were 16 cents for two of them. The tag came to 24 cents for one tag that I will be tagging her with. The polyfill, I actually can now add in the polyfill. So the polyfill, I used 41 grams of polyfill, which came to 54 cents. So the grand total to make her was $3.62. I'm trying to see if I missed anything. I don't think I did. I just added in everything. Like this was only like a gram or two, I think, and I added it in to the yellow, to the 12, because I mean basically Bernat blanket, they're all like $12.99 where I get them from. So yep, $3.62. Now I was able to factor in my booth fee with her pricing, and I got the breakdown for that, and that adds like $1. Oh, my computer just froze. Okay, there we go. 45 minutes of crocheting time came to $9. And then I am doing a 20% markup, which if you watch the video of Cameron's cute creations of her, going through her calculator, you really should do a markup on it. So I like to do anywhere between 10 and 20%, depending on the item and how much it costs to make her. And so her selling price is going to be $16.35. So I will probably just make her $16. And then my profit will be $11.72 off of her. So I think $16 is a good price for her. But she was quick, easy, she's not that intricate, like I said, there's just a little bit of eye shaping that goes in there. And I'm really happy with the pricing and the way this calculator breaks everything down for me. I really truly am. And I feel like this has been, like I said, a godsend. I don't want to keep repeating myself, but it really is making all the difference for me. And it just took so much pressure off and all the second guessing that I gave myself. So check her video out. I will link it down below for you, as well as the patterns. So that is what I have for you today. Let me see if I can get them all in. These are all new to me patterns, which I'm so glad I decided to do, because look at what I would be missing out on again, guys. Like, why am I holding on to these patterns and not making them? I don't understand. Or am I just buying too many patterns and not having the time to make them? But I'm so glad I finally got to them. Look, I love them. Can't really see the axolotl, but she's in there. They are so cute. I'm so happy with how they all turned out. I'm very happy with my pricing. And now we can move on to more fun things, like an unboxing. Okay, I got a box of Premier yarns. Let's go through the colors that I got. I got Forget Me Not, and this is, oops, Premier Parfait Plush. Forget Me Not. This is such a pretty baby blue. It feels so soft. And Tangerine. Oh, I had it right the first time. Tangerine. And for those of you that do not know, this is a size 6 super bulky yarn. And that's what I made the frog out of. He was in seaweed salad, and I made my little goose out of her, and she was in white. I do like making a lot of stuffies with these. This one is Toffee, basic black, because I need that, and yellow. Surprise, surprise. That's a clever, not so clever name. Chartreuse. Better name. Chartreuse. I really like this green. It's a very pretty green. Like these two together are really pretty together. I like that color combination. Even these two together are really pretty. So you wouldn't think that these two would go together, a blue and an orange, but they do because they're complementary colors. And that is how I go by a lot of picking and choosing colors for my patterns. I use the color wheel. A lot of people make comments and say, I love your color choices. I love your color choices. If you'd like me to do a video on how I choose my colors, let me know and I will be happy to give you a little bit of insight on how I like to go and choose my colors for patterns. And a lot of times I use the color wheel and I go off of complementary colors or warm versus cool colors. So I don't just grab colors off the shelf and start using them. I do put some thought into my color choices. And I think these two colors are great together because they're complementary and one's bright and one's soft. So we have those two. And then we have, I believe I already know what this is. This should be, oh no, this is Rust. I thought this was Teddy Bear. Rust. This is a very beautiful brown. Oh, I'm very happy with this brown. I might have to make some loveys with this. Or like, I might have to do, so this bear, I used Caramel, their basics line. Their parfait, guys, I'm so sorry, my brain. I used their chenille basics brights in caramel for this bear, but I mean he would be precious in rust, so I might have to see the size difference. I know this does crochet up a little bit smaller, but maybe I'll up the hook size and we'll see how that turns out. I'm gonna give that a comparison. I'm gonna give that a go. And then I had a family member ask me to make some Easter basket little stuffers for her grandchildren. It's my uncle's fiance, girlfriend. Anyway, so she asked me to make some Sonics because she has a lot of boys in her, a lot of grandsons. And so Sonic, to make, if you do not know, is a lot of blue and he takes a lot of time to make. So she wants 4 of them. I was a little reluctant at first, but I was like, it's family, I'm gonna do it, you know. But they do take a lot of time to make, and I actually found like a cute pattern. So I've been making some sonics, and I have some blue, and this is Premier Parfait Chunky in the color blue. Now guys, seriously, so this is also a super bulky 6. So how are they doing? This is a super, I know they call this plush, okay, I get that, but it's clearly, both of them can't be a 6. Like, they just can't. Let me get them closer together. I have this big box in the way. They can't both be a 6. They can't. Like, this I would say is probably like a 5 or a 4, and this I would think is like a real true 6. So I kind of am stopping use. I really didn't even want to order this because I'm trying to go through my stash and get rid of this yarn, because I don't really use it anymore. It's just too thin for me, for what I make. The stuff comes out too tiny. So it's great for if you want to do like some keychains and stuff like that, and you want to use a plush yarn, like a chenille yarn. It's good for that. I don't really do too many keychains, so I probably will be doing them so that I can use up this yarn, but then after that I probably won't be doing them anymore. So I got 2 of the blue. It is great yarn. Don't, I'm not knocking it. If you like using a smaller yarn and you like smaller hook size and all that, definitely go for it, because this is what I started with. They didn't have, when I started crocheting, they didn't have Parfait Plush, so I started with this, the chunky. And I've got classic blue, 2 in classic blue. So that is for my Sonic. So that is my yarn haul, and thank you for coming along with me on this little journey today. Oh, see, I'm not used to this mic. I'm hitting it a lot. I'm sorry. Hopefully it's not even working and I'm not making a lot of noise. But thank you for coming along with me today on this journey of crocheting and market prepping. I will be doing another market prep video coming soon, because like I said, I have a market in 2 weeks and I really want to get some things done, and I am going to do what everybody does, which I do not do. It's going to be my first time doing it. I am a crocheter where I crochet one thing at a time, even if I'm making 3 of them. Like for these guys, I made one and then I made the other. I do not batch crochet, which is, if you don't know what batch crocheting is, it's where like you do the heads or you do all the feet for as many as you're going to do, and you do each thing in batches, and then each step you do like, okay, then I'm going to put on the eyes, then I'm going to sew up, put everything together, then I'm going to do the body. So you do each thing in steps. So I'm going to batch crochet because I definitely want to have a couple more of these, and I want to do the hatching bunnies and the carrots by Oak and Marlowe, and I want to do the hatching chicks. So and I want to do some chickens, her Mabel chicken, and she has a rooster as well, and I want to do the rooster. So I will be doing some batch crocheting in my next video. And let me show you what I just got. My husband surprised me with while I was away at my grandmom's, what I came home to. Guys, I got baby chicks. My husband knows how much I love chicks, and you guys know how much I love chickens, and he surprised me. They're underneath the heater. Hi, little birdies. He surprised me with some babies. Aren't they precious? I love them. I hold them all the time. They're just the cutest little babies ever. He's a good husband. I think I'll keep him. As long as he keeps buying me chicks. No, I'm kidding. I'll keep him anyway.